Hey, and welcome to the Overnight Coder. Today we're going to be working with Flatsome. We're going to try to knock out just as much as possible, covering a lot of the Flatsome WordPress theme basics. But here we've already, in a previous video, we were able to install WordPress on a host and then upload the Flatsome theme. We also went over the demo content, which got it looking like this. We kind of imported that, so we have a list of pages that we probably don't need. And let's just jump right in. First thing I see is right here at the top. I've got a menu here, a top menu, a regular menu. I have a bottom menu as well in the footer here. But we're going to focus here just kind of down the theme options and try to smash some of this out. So I'm going to go over to the dashboard. And actually the Flatsome here, theme options. Let's kind of start to go down some of this list. Now, on another page, I want to show you something. Charmify.co. Oops. I'm also going to create a new post. Now, this new post is just going to be a draft, but I want to add a media. And first, I want to pink seed. Go over to images. I need to find some colors that I want to use. I don't mind these. Yeah. Let's use it. Save image. You might not need to do this. You might already know some colors or have some colors, but this is a really cool trick that we can use. Just adding this. Select file. I pick my file. Insert into the post. Perfect. Save draft. Now I can view a post. So I inspect. So now that I can view this post, what I can do is I can right click, inspect the element, and I know that this is like a gray, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this here, and this tool color picker is already selected, so anything I put my mouse over is going to give me the color properties of that specific color. So here we are with the light blue, maybe even grabbing this. Now I can use these colors from my site. It makes it really easy, so you don't have to have like a color grabber or anything like that. Maybe use Photoshop or whatnot. So we can grab our colors there. I am gonna look at the presets. The header presets kind of go over how I want my header to look. Picking one of these is gonna swap it up just a bit. Do I want my logo in the middle? Do I want my logo on the left? I'm kind of happy with what we have going on here, so I'm gonna leave all this. And we're just in the header. So the logo, site identity, we're going to call this Charmify. Just another shop. Bam. I want my logo here. We are again, logo position. Do you want your logo there? No, I prefer it more on the left. I'm going to remove this for now. Logo container width. I'm going to expand it out to 233 just because I kind of like what that's doing. I have no site icon, so let's go ahead and save and publish. And I'll go back and kind of just work my way down some of these settings. The top bar, how much do I want the top bar height? So that's making the top bar, a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller. I'm going to make it as small as can be, or as small as it's going to let me, even if it was 20, it's the same, minimal. This is switching the font, so do you want a light font or a dark font? Top bar background color. Let's go and see what we got here. That was the pasted blue that I grabbed from over there. It's a bit light, so I might go with the dark blue here. Save and publish. And then the navigation style for the top, do you want the separator bars, no separator bars, and you can watch as your nav is going to start to show and change those edits. I click back on it, but what it's doing is just giving, like right now we have that separator bar right here, and then this one wouldn't have separator bars, but I kind of like what it's doing, so I'm just going to save and publish and then go back. And that was just for the header in the top bar. Now we're going to go to the header main, which is the main content header area. The header width, do we want it boxed or full width? Right now we've got it boxed. If we want it full width, there you go. Height, we're going to trim this down just a little bit as well. Text color, I do like dark on light. Background color is white currently. What's going to happen if we switch this? I just want to see something before I go pasting colors with a lighter. Let's do it. So we're going to go back. Let's go with a light color this time. Whoops, I don't need this page, so I'm going to close it down. Inspect my element here. Come back to that. And then do you want to repeat the background pattern? We have no background pattern, so it doesn't really matter what you select here. If you did have a background pattern that you wanted to put in there, then by all means. For now, I'm going to select white. No, I'm not. I'm going to go with whatever color this is. It's like a beige-ish. Perfect. Looks good. Save and publish. The header bottom. How do I want the header bottom? Nav style, or not the header bottom. Yeah, this stuff here. Uppercase, sizing, nav color. That's fine for now. I probably am gonna change it to one of those colors in a bit, but for now, my coloring is not that bad. Mobile header height, I haven't even seen the mobile, so I'm going to leave this alone for now. Sticky header, do I want the sticky header on scroll? Doing this, yes. Header bottom, sticky header. Well, I guess I could easily mobile and test it, but we're not doing that. Drop down style, I'm going to skip that for now. Buttons, who's got the buttons? For now, we're going to leave this alone because I don't really have any buttons that I want to test. Account, I'm not worried about. Cart. This icon, what are we doing? Card icon style here. So what do we want there? We're just changing this card icon at the top. Kind of digging this with a little bit of color changes. We could be onto something nice. Show cart total. Yes, yes. I don't want the lira, so we're going to change that on WooCommerce. As a matter of fact, we can jump over to WooCommerce real quick on the dashboard and just go ahead and change that. While we're in the header, might as well. Settings. So it's WooCommerce, then settings, base location. I'm going to go ahead and fill out this whole main page real quick. I am in, don't know where I'm at, Florida. So I want to sell to all countries. No, yeah, for now. Ship to all countries you sell, geolocate, that's fine, enable taxes, no. Here it is, currency. I'm going to switch that over to my currency, or the currency I want to run my store in, which is United States dollars, and then click save. That way, once my cache clears and I'm checking my lira here, it'll be changed over to US dollars. Like right now we can't see it, but by all means, it usually just takes a little bit with all the caching going on. So search I want to get rid of. But this is just my search style stuff. So HTML, I don't have any HTML in here. Contact details, we don't have anything. Newsletter, wage list, and the follow icons. Follow icons I am going to open up because I want to do Facebook and Twitter, but I'm not going to want to do Instagram. And then the email, we already know it's going to be contact@charmfly.co. Save and publish. So we're just finishing up this top header area. We see that we've missed this. This is going to be in the theme options, I'm sure, or the, matter of fact, let's find out. Edit anything here, just remove it. Matter of fact, we're going to go over here to Appearance Widgets. Just kind of see what the theme options threw in here. So this is Shop Sidebar, the Product Sidebar, Footer 1, Footer 2. So we are going to find you, buddy. But for now, let's see what we have. Perfect. So my top is kind of like I want it. I kind of want to mess with these colors here and get the styling on the right colors from our theme. So let's go back to that. See where we're at here. Header style. Perfect. Colors. Oh. Oh. Just use any of these. It doesn't really matter what it was, if it was the H1 tag or the we're just using the color picker. So let's see, my primary color, instead of using this dark blue, I'd really like to use this blue. Oh, I seen it for a second. It's fine. So instead of, so now I've kind of got that. I can't really see these. So I'm gonna have to do a dark background image or switch my button color, which won't be an issue. I don't really see. So the secondary color is showing up lightly, and I kind of don't want to use like too much pink. So let's go with pink on that. And then as we come up to things that we're seeing or we're not noticing or we want to switch the color on and really go into depth, but just for the base of things, I don't really tend to do that. You know, I'm not gonna go in and make all these colors when a lot of them we don't even know where they're showing up at, or we might not even use. Like the success we will on a shop, but you know, there's some of these like widget link hover color. You know, I might not even have any links in my widget, so we really need to watch what's going on here. What was I doing? So I want to add that blue on the link cover color. So now that I'm looking really for this blue, that dark blue, and I'm just kind of replacing that now as I see it. See, the rest of these are white, everything's default there. So just replacing the link color as well. So it kind of gives me a base, and this is looking a lot better. I mean, we can see that I've kind of got my colors in here. I've got custom content, the top bar, my slider. I've got 3 blocks I'm going to be changing to my categories that are going to link over to the categories. I've got my demo products in just on a slider. And by all means, we're going to remove all the demo products and start adding products, but we definitely want to make sure that we're all set up first. And that'll be it. I do see one post here, hello world. Remember, WordPress is going to add this automatically. Something I like to do is always remove that. Just going into hello world, edit post, and then trash. Just because that isn't one of the demo posts, and it kind of just throws everything off. It didn't have a featured image, you know, so, but yeah. Perfect. Next thing I'm going to do is, we have the about page and we use the contact page from the, and by all means, they're not styled yet. We use the about and the contact page from this template. There's also a shop page from the template. So let's go ahead and go to pages. We're going to find that. Matter of fact, let's talk about some of these pages. The cart, checkout, my account. Those are all going to be used for WooCommerce. Sample page, we're not going to use that. It's a sample page that came with this. We're not going to use a test page. Right now, we're not going to have a wish list. Fact, left sidebar, maintenance, our store, size chart, portfolio, and this is all the demo content stuff that came with it. Now I am going to move to trash and apply. And I have 3 pages, so let's just go through these and clean these up a little bit. About, contact, corporate. I'm not sure what these are. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I am sure what these are. This is going to be the demo. But we've already got a main page, and I really don't want this as like any of my side pages. If by chance you want to look at some of these, just like I did, like you're viewing them, and you're like, wow, you know, I could really use this as like a, you know, fact page, or, you know, my corporate membership page where I want to offer something else. It doesn't have to necessarily be, you know, a home page or whatnot. You can use this for anything. So yeah, you just rename that to, you know, whatever you wanted, and then don't trash it. But in this case, I'm going to, I know that I don't want to use any of these. I don't want to use full screen or big sales or parallax. I've seen all these. I've looked at them. I'm going to move those to the trash as well. I'm going to jump over to page 3 because I'm doing nothing by saving these on the first page. Move to trash. We're just spinning up here. While that's loading, we're going to remove what we're not using. I'm not using this. It's my main look. Obviously having an issue here. It's alright. That's what I get for trying to rush it. Posts, no, pages. I'm going to jump over to my second page. Team members, countdown, accordion, flipbook forms. I might use this forms, but for now I'm going to trash it. I don't fully delete this until I'm ready for production, or I know that I don't need the pages in the trash, so I can always go back and like look for something in the trash and restore it. Especially with a theme demo, last thing I want to do is find out that, you know, I don't know how to make my buttons and they're not really working, so I have to like import the demo content just for the buttons page. That would be, you don't have to do that with here, but I mean ideally with any theme that's not what you want to do. So tab, share, products. I'm actually going to get rid of all this. Just could have made this easier, just kept what I had. I'm assuming that those are the pages I'm using. Perfect. Now that I have a shop page, I'm not going to use my, let me show you what we did in the previous tutorial. We set up the menu for the shop just to be a custom link in the previous tutorial. I'm going to go ahead and remove that now. I'm going to add from the pages section here, I'm going to add my shop, add the menu, adds it to the bottom. I'm just going to move that up here and save my menu. Now I've got this tagged as the main menu, the main mobile menu, the footer menu, and the top bar menu, but soon we're going to change that. And just to define those and show you where all those were, and we did this in the previous tutorial, you can find in the description. Whoops, I got rid of my home page. Awesome. So shop, home, shop, about, contact, that was the main menu. This is the top menu. This is the primary menu. And then we have a footer menu, and then that pink looks bad at the bottom now, right? And then the mobile menu. So what we need to first do is go back and find our home page. Really easy. I don't think it was called home though. This would be fun. Classic shop. Parents, customize. Static front page, static page. What is going on? Pages. Let's open this bad boy up, make sure we have our page. So here's my classic shop. Let's view it. I want to edit it and make sure it's, click update. Just make sure we've got nothing funny going on there. I want to view this page one more time. Classic shop, perfect. Now I want to go into, let's try that again. I'm going to refresh this page, so let me go ahead and leave. Appearance, customize. Sometimes we just run into snags here. Select front page. There it is, classic shop, which I'm going to rename to home later. Save and publish. We lost our home page. Awesome. So it's back now. No issues. Awesome. We've removed that Hello World post. We've just got our latest news post. We're going to change this over to a blue later. And yeah, so that's there. We changed the shop page, so the shop actually goes to the shop now. The about actually goes to the about. The contact goes to the contact. Now for any one of these pages, it looks like the map isn't in there correctly and our contact form isn't in here, but we'll be moving on to that as well. So next thing we want to go over is the about and the contact page need to be saved because they're moved to the trash. So we're going to look at those pages real quick. Are there parent pages still? So what I'm going to do is just make sure they say no parent here and update. Same thing, no parent here, update. Perfect. That's my $sign too. I told you it would change. I promised you it would change. Alright, let's do this. So the next thing I want to do is start editing this homepage. I know that I have some products that I'm going to be selling. So for WooCommerce, if I go into the products area right below WooCommerce, I can see that we imported 57 products with a bunch of different categories and a bunch of different things. So now is probably the time that I want to delete all these categories because I'm not selling anything like that. Unfortunately, that means on some of your demo content, if your demo content used one of those categories, that category will probably be blank. Maybe some of that part of the demo is blank. So what we're going to do here is I've got necklaces, rings, bracelets, and gems. No, let's call them charms. And what I want to do with these is view them. So here I have view. Let's do charms. No. You know what? Let's not do charms. Let's do bracelets, rings, necklaces. So this is the category link that's going to bring up all the products that I have in each one of those. So what I want to do is I want to take these links and I want to jam them in on that home page that we've seen. So if I'm looking at my site, I also want to set those up for, what do we have going on? So I'm going to set those up for here. So instead of our blog, join our competition, and about us, we're going to edit this page or edit with UX Builder. Just going to highlight over where it says text and double click it. Whoa, buddy. Toggle the toolbar. I want to make that heading 1. Make it nice and big like that. And hit OK. Apply. So join our competition. We're going to have rings. We're going to make it an H1 instead of about us. We're going to have necklaces. We're going to turn that into an H1. Oh, no, you aren't. Perfect. We still need images behind there, but for now, we're going to be fine with that. It's actually a banner. Check this out. So what we did here was we've got 3 columns, and they're 3, 4, 12, 4 out of 12 columns. So it takes up, a third of the spot. What's going to happen here is you can click on one of the columns and it'll open the column up. Really easy. Inside that column, I just have a banner. Inside each column, I have a banner. Now on that banner, it has a text box. And that text box has a text in the divider. So really easy there, and that's all that's going on. You can add to these things by clicking these, but really we're just changing things. So for this one banner, when I have the image ready, I'm going to click on this here and go to the options and just change the media. I want to change a file that's going to fit there and fit, perfectly. But for now, I'm just going to update what we have. Something else I wanted to do was bracelets. It's this column. When somebody clicks on this column, what do you want to happen? I want them to go to one of the links that I have. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is either making this clickable or the whole block clickable. But either way. I'm going to come back to that as well and just make sure we have everything in place, wrap up this video, and then come back and kind of go over the rest. We've already covered the top here except for this section here. We've covered the top menu, how we can create different pages for the menus. We've used some of the sample pages that we've seen here, the shop, the about, the contact us. We went over the coloring. Not only did we go over the coloring, I showed you a neat way that you can get your coloring without having to use a color tool, or maybe you have your own method of grabbing specific colors, or like we've seen before, pink, pellet, seed, or you could do, let's do blue colors, palette. I think that this word pulls up a lot of great images, but there's other keyword combinations that you can use. So if maybe one of these colors or some light misty bluish colors, and really find what you need. So we went over a little bit more than you would expect. Now we do have to get rid of this ugly pink footer, but that is horrid, huh? Awesome, but we'll get to that. Thanks for watching the videos. Make sure you guys subscribe below, and yeah, stay tuned.